guys, Carl Cooper here with On the Black with a quick Q&A, and today's question comes from Peter, and the question is, what has Thole done that has been so magnificent that he's automatically the #1 catcher? It seems to me good teams, winning teams have quality catchers. And, you know, I think there's a few things here in play with the Mets and the catcher's position, just from kind of my what I see in my own opinion. I think you know, first, when you look at Major League Baseball and the landscape of catchers, you know, there's very few elite catchers out there. There's very few Yadier Molinas out there, but you have a lot of catchers kind of in that next tier, and I'm thinking that maybe the Mets are hoping that that's where Thole falls in, kind of that next tier, because you can win with a catcher in that next tier, a little bit below the elite level. I think also what plays into this is budget reasons and priorities. As you know, I mean, the Mets are going to be cutting their payroll heading into 2012, and also too they have a number of other priorities, which in my opinion ranks higher than the catcher's position. The bullpen, the starting pitching, you know, they do need to look for a backup catcher as well, and then the whole situation with Jose Reyes, is he's going to be there? If he is there, who's playing second? If he's not there, who's playing short and who's playing second? So you got a lot of other priorities kind of in play. I will say that, you know, the thing that I was most disappointed in with Josh Thole last year was his defense, and his defense seemed to drop from 2010. And just to give you guys a couple stats, so pass balls for Thole, when you combine the games that he played in 2009 and 2010 for the Mets, and I'm looking on ESPN.com, you know, we're talking about 77 games in 2009 to 2010, and he had 7 pass balls. You move forward to 2011, he played in 102 games and had 16 pass balls. So pass balls kind of increased, and I was surprised that, you know, he wasn't catching R.A. Dickey as well as he did in 2010, and even in the minor leagues, because if you remember, Dickey threw, I think, a one-hitter in the minors, and Thole was his catcher for that game. Another thing that is a little alarming about Thole from a defensive standpoint is his caught stealing percentage. His caught stealing percentage in 2011 was .207, so that definitely has to increase. I think from an offensive standpoint, listen, he's never going to be a power hitter. He can drive in some runs, but I would expect him to hit for a little bit more average than he did last year as well too. He batted last year in 2011. Thole batted, give me 1 second guys, looking it up. Thole batted 268. So you know, from that standpoint, I'd like to see him get that average a little bit higher, but defensively is my main concern with Thole right now, and I'm hoping that, you know, coming into 2012, he's been working on some things in the offseason, and we will see him kind of improve defensively. You know, I'm not sure if he will or not, but I think you have to be hopeful at that point. So we'll love to hear some feedback on Thole. We'd love to hear some comments from you guys. Do you think that the Mets should be looking for a #1 catcher this year, or you think they should just be trying to fill in the backup spot and go with Thole as the #1 guy? Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you soon.